A plane is going by, or maybe a helicopter, I don't know. Hello, my frisky ponies. I want to talk to you about a touchy subject. We're talking about settling in life. Are you getting depressed yet? Are you sad yet? I think, don't be too hard on yourself. And me, don't be too hard on myself either. Settling for less, settling for mediocrity, it's kind of like the default, isn't it? It's like what most people do. Most people are just like, whew, I made it to a level where I am reasonably comfortable, I feel okay, and let's just stop there. And look, there's no judgment. Everyone is here on earth doing their own thing, and if that's what they want, who am I to tell them that they are wrong? Who am I to tell myself I'm wrong if I decide that, I just want to settle. Just stop where I am, okay? There are many different arenas in life as well, so maybe you have to settle in one in order to excel at another one. There are balances in life, and you can't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could kill it. Maybe you could be super over the top, crazy, great in every area of life, but I just feel like, I don't know. Let's not overextend ourselves to begin with. Let's just focus on one thing, or one thing where we can really hone in. One or two. I'll give you three. Okay. We're nearing the end of the year when everyone starts to make resolutions and stuff like that. Something to think about is, where am I settling? Where am I just giving into kind of a mediocre life where I know like there's something deep inside me that doesn't really want to stay there, that wants to keep growing, that wants to keep moving. And then what's stopping me? Am I afraid? Do I just not think I can do it? Because let me tell you that you are way more capable of accomplishing great things than you think you are. Like, I think most of us think, I'm capable of about this much, but in reality we're capable of like way more, and we just can't see it, and we don't believe it when people tell us, hey, you can do a lot more. We have these walls we built in our minds, or someone built in our minds, society, our parents, the bully on the playground. A lot of times we're like that picture of a horse where he's tied to like a little stake that's in the ground, a rope tied from the horse's mouth to this little stake in the ground. And the horse could easily just barely put any effort on it and pull the stake out and go wherever he wanted to. But he's been trained that I'm stuck here. This thing is holding me here. And we do that to ourselves mentally, and we settle for less. And a lot of times we tell ourselves, man, I don't have enough. I just don't have enough knowledge. I don't have enough education or skill or talent. We tell ourselves what we don't have, but there's a lot of potential in you that you don't know until you start trying to use it. And then it's like, oh, where did that come from? I don't know, but it came from somewhere. It was within you the whole time. I think the reason a lot of people end up settling, no judgment to be passed here, but people settle in life because they don't consciously have a vision of where they want to go. And they just end up kind of going along with whatever happens. And it's more like a reactive life than a proactive life. You know what I mean? Some of these people get lucky and they end up in jobs where they make a lot of money. They end up in a happy relationship. They end up with a good family. But it's kind of a roll of the dice. And people who don't have a vision, they might end up also kind of in a bad situation, in a job they don't like, and in a relationship they don't like. They could end up with just a life they don't like. And like I said, you pick and choose. You might have to settle in some places, but you might not mind. It might not feel like settling. To one person, settling might be to another person just right. This is exactly what I need in my life so that I can shoot high in these other areas. Don't ask me to give you concrete examples. What? Are you new here? I don't give concrete examples. It's just not what I do. Another thing I was thinking of is, imagine that you were made to be the manager of someone else, or like the handler of someone else, but it was like way more than just a job where you scheduled their appointments or whatever. Imagine like you were almost like this person's master, and they would do whatever you said without question, and they would just follow your orders, and then you just plan their life for them, and it's your job to make them as, you know, happy and successful as possible. You would probably do a better job running this other person's life and having them achieve something than you would your own, because you're detached from the outcome, and you're like, when it's your own life, you're afraid, oh, what if I mess up? But when it's someone else, you don't care so much. If I mess up their life, whatever, wasn't me, I'm safe. Yet at the same time, because you don't care about the risk, if you're doing this for someone else, it's like you don't even see that it's possible that you could fail. It's just like, well, if we fail, we'll just keep going. We'll just do it again. Who cares? If they get embarrassed, I don't care. We're just going to keep doing it until we reach the goal. Because I'm stuck managing this person here, and they might not be the greatest, but you know what? I can push them, and I can get every bit of potential out of them and turn that potential into reality, and I can make this person a contender. If you just were able to somehow translate that to your own life, think about how much you could unlock out of yourself if you were just somewhat detached from the outcome, to the point where it's like, yeah, I'll take some risks. Who cares? We're gonna get through this. It's not a big deal. If I fail, whatever. If I get embarrassed, whatever. Because you can't think big with a big vision without some risk and some pain and probably some failure along the way. Yeah, so don't settle. Figure out your vision and how you want to go up, go above and beyond, to achieve more, to push yourself. Just keep that in mind as you're doing your New Year's resolution, and maybe that will help push you to actually keep a resolution this year, huh? Who would have thought? Keep a resolution? Amazing. Okay, now we're going to put a comment on the Frisky Pony wall over here behind me. This is where the friskiest ponies go. This is the first comment from the last video. Hey Frank, you know how geese fly in a V shape? Well, you know one side is usually longer than the other. It's because there are more geese on that side. Excellent. So we've got another one right here. And because I've run out of, I can't find my tape, I'm going to stick it on there with a Starbucks reward sticker. This one comes from Christy Collins. I used to cry every time I heard Grandma got run over by a reindeer and have to call my grandma to make sure she was okay. Now that song hit too close to home. It certainly did. Thanks, Christy, for your contribution. Can we get 10 likes on this video? Can we do it? Can you end up on this 8x11 piece of paper? Someone made fun of me when I said there was room on it for everyone. There is. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt. All right, till next time, stay cool and attractive.